Hey guys, how's your day going? Today I'm going to make a video about the photos of my physique currently. I thought I might be able to add on to these over the next year or so. Just keep making videos every few months. See how my physique progresses. We're going to go through quite a few different poses, and I thought I'd just compare, talk about them, do stuff like that. The first pose is just going to be the vacuum pose with my arms up showing the lats. This pose kind of popularized by Frank Zane, which a little bit, of his pose shown here. Now I took these photos on it's going to be April 11th of 2022, just as a date to show how far I've come if I make future videos on this topic. Here you're blowing out all your air, just keep blowing, then pull your abdomen in so you can just see the waist to shoulder ratio. Hopefully your waist looks really small compared to your shoulders, and it just makes you look pretty aesthetic, especially if you have a big upper body. The next pose I did was just a vacuum with a double bicep, trying to get the lats to flare a decent amount and take that upper part compared to that lower part, try to make it a V taper, try to make it look more aesthetic. Okay, the next pose is going to be the most muscular with my hand on my thigh. I think this is one of my favorite poses just because it shows the leanness of the upper front of the body. I just really like how it pulls every tendon. You can see the tendons in the chest just showing their lines, leanness in the arms, the traps, the whole shape that it makes up there. The light was a little too bright in this. Try to possibly fix that later. Can't quite see all the details and the muscles, but I really enjoy this. The next pose is going to be the most muscular with hands clasped. Even though my hands aren't actually clasped in this pose, that's what it is. Now, this pose, you just really want to focus on the whole shape of the the traps, the shoulders, and the chest just being one. That whole shape just makes you look really aesthetic, as well as obviously flexing all the muscles. You're gonna flex everything that's shown during each one of these poses. Now here's just a regular double bicep. I'd say this is one of the most popular poses because if you have someone to just flex, I'd say a lot of the time, just do a double bicep. Try to bring your elbows above the shoulders so you can really see the peak of the bicep, and obviously bring the lats out, which I didn't do very well in this photo, but I've never been great at this. I think the abs just don't show enough. I don't have enough size on my torso to really make this look amazing. The next pose is going to be the side chest. Just shows off the tricep, obviously the whole arm, with the chest trying to come out from behind. Well, the left one and the right one right out in front of you. This one I've always thought I felt a little awkward. I don't think I have it down all the way. I don't have it mastered, although I don't think I have any of these poses mastered. This one still feels pretty awkward. The leg in there, you're supposed to really get that hamstring sweep. My hamstring's not quite that big, so you're not going to see it that much, but obviously a very classic pose. The next pose is going to be the front lat spread. Looks like I'm taking a shit right there. I personally, this is probably my least favorite one. Just, I don't think I quite have it down properly, and if you don't have a lot of size, you kind of just going to look awkward either way. It's a weird pose, but if you pull it off correctly, it can look really aesthetic, especially with the lats just taking up that whole hole that's made by your arm. I think someone can pull this off really well, but I'm just not one of them. Some of my favorite poses are going to be the back poses, just because I can never see my back, obviously, unless I take a picture of it or look at it in the mirror. It's kind of hard to flex and look in the mirror behind you at the same time. So it's really neat. I just never realized how lean my back is until I take photos and look at it afterwards. So I always really enjoy the back poses. Here's the lat spread, bringing your arms back like you're doing a cable row. Then you grab your ribs and bring everything forward, trying to just bring those lats out as far as you can. Try to get a bit of a Dorito shape. Really just shows the V taper of the whole body. Another one of my favorite poses, because it's a back pose, is going to be the back double bicep. Bring your elbows real high. I really like when I can see that Christmas tree in the lower back. Really like the detail in my lats. So you can see all the lines, all the little bumps. See the spinal erectors, even the traps. They're a little fleshed out with the bright light, but you can still see them reasonably well. So I really enjoyed this. And the next and final pose is going to be the side tricep. This is probably easily my favorite pose just because I like the contrast from the arm to the torso. It just makes the arm look absolutely massive, and you can see so much detail in the horseshoe of the tricep. And if you have the lighting right, you can see all the little striations in the shoulder, the delt as well. If you get it right, you can make that arm look just as big as your torso, and I think it's just an awesome pose to look at. It shows the whole abdomen, the chest, the way the booba comes out. I just really enjoy this pose. Okay, that's gonna be it. I thought it'd be cool to make a video just to establish a starting point. Although I've been working out for a few years, I think in future videos it'd be cool to compare how far I've come, especially years and years down the line. If I'm still making videos, even if I'm not making videos, I could use it to help compare myself to myself. As long as I don't stop working out, it's just really nice to see how far you've come. So that's gonna be it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and please like and subscribe.